You ready? Oh, I don't think you're ready. Let's go. Yo, what's good everyone? Thank you for tuning in to today's video. Now, first things first, I know it's been a couple of weeks since I actually uploaded anything on the channel. It's been a very quiet start to the month in terms of pickups, but we're finally starting to get somewhere. We're finally having some shoes coming in ready to review for you guys, and we're kicking it off with an absolute banger. So in today's review, we will be taking a look at the recently released Air Max 1 Crepe Hemp. Now, I'm incredibly excited about this one. Can't stress to you how excited I actually am. So let's just go ahead and dive straight into the video. So before we go ahead and take a look at the shoes, just like we always do, let's just take a quick look at the packaging. And unfortunately, even though this is a very significant release, we just get that really ordinary, very boring, bog standard red Nike sportswear box. So there it is, you've seen one, you've seen them all. If we then take a quick look at the label, which reads, we have the Nike Air Max 1 PRM in the medium brown mint foam colorway, and this is a personal pair, I'm very glad to say, and it is a UK size 9, so there it is. There's a size label for anyone who wants to see that. Hopefully you can see that, but if you can't, that's just is what it is. And then if we do just open up the box itself, on the inside, very boring, very plain tissue paper. As you already saw, I already took the shoes out. There was no way I was waiting. So with all of this aside, let's go ahead and take a look at the shoes. So no more messing about, the moment we've all been waiting for. In hand, we have the Nike Air Max 1 Crepe Hemp, releasing for the very first time since its official debut, all the way back in 2004. Crazy to think it's been 18 years since this shoe officially debuted, but it's back again in 2022, but it's not the exact same as what you might expect that you might have seen with the 2004 pair. Now, unfortunately, I never had that shoe. I was about 8 years old when that shoe officially debuted, so I don't really know too much about it, and I don't want to make any comparisons that may be wrong. So there's going to be plenty of other videos on YouTube comparing both the pairs, but even if there isn't, there is actually a really helpful video on the Sneakers app with the design team where they talk about all the differences from this pair to the 2004 pair. So if you do want to know about the differences, go ahead, check out that video. I'd highly recommend it. But what you're going to get with my video is I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know, from materials through to sizing. So whether or not you're waiting for your shoe to arrive, or if you're looking to pick these up on the aftermarket, by the time this video is finished, you'll know everything that you need to know about this shoe before deciding whether this is actually a worthwhile pickup for your collection as well. So just diving straight into this one, starting out with the upper to begin with. And when it comes to the upper, we do actually have some very nice deluxe materials, including burlap hemp, a combination of some very nice suedes, along with some premium leather as well. So all in all, very nice material choices. So if we kick this off from the front of the shoe and then just gradually work our way back. Now at the base of the shoe, we do have that burlap hemp, and I do believe it is actually supposed to be reinforced when you do actually compare it to that 2004 pair. Now I know I said I wasn't comparing it, and I'm still not going to compare it because I don't have that other shoe to hand. But according to what I read online, this is supposed to be a little bit more reinforced, have a little bit more structure, and be slightly more durable. Only time will tell with that. We all know what Nike are like. This could still have all the same issues that the 2004 pair had. If you don't know what those issues were, just Google Crepe Hemp's 2004 and you'll see a bunch of people wearing these, and they're all like split and ripped and just generally looking a little bit worse for wear. Maybe this could be the exact same. We could have those exact same issues. Only time will tell. I'll definitely be doing my best to try and wear test these as much as possible, and down the line, if you guys want it, I can, maybe do an updated video. I know I've said that before, but definitely this is one of those shoes that I would love to do it with. So if you want to see it, just let me know in the comment section down below. And then wrapping around the toe box on the mudguard, we do have this very nice dark brown, light haired, very rough suede. Now, it's not necessarily the worst or the best cut of suede overall, and if you just feel it, like run your finger across it, if you own the Madder Roots, it's a very similar texture to those. It definitely gets the job done. It feels really nice, to me at least. You might feel a little bit different on that, but I do think overall it's getting the job done, and the colour looks absolutely incredible. And then on the U-throat, we do have a slight switch up as we have more of this canvas type of material. And then in the quarter midfoot panel, again, we do see more of those really nice earthy tones, but this time it's been done with this very nice soft suede. Could even be nubuck, not entirely sure, but overall, very nice material. And then in the middle of the midfoot, on both the lateral and medial sides, we do have some very nice premium leather done in that mint foam colour. From there, as we then work our way onto the ankle collar, starting with the top eye stays. Again, we do see more of those premium touches, as we have this leather around the eye stay, and then the eye stay itself has been constructed from a TPU material. Now the ankle collar does also feature that same burlap hemp, just like what we see with the toe box. And as we then work our way onto the heel, like we saw with the quarter midfoot panel, we do have that really nice suede, along with the mint foam accent on the Nike Air branding. Very glad to say that it is Nike Air as well. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. I know this is technically based on that 2004 pair, maybe slightly loosely, because it's not the exact same. But we were seeing the Nike Air Max with the tree lines, with the Madder Roots, and with some other pairs as well. So very glad to say there's still the Nike Air. Do love that OG feel and that mint foam or minty green colour. Absolutely beautiful if you ask me. And then if we just swing back into the centre of the shoe itself, now when it comes to laces, unfortunately you do only get one set of laces for this one. Now the laces themselves are actually pretty nice. They're your flat white laces, but not typical, because it's like a really soft cotton type of material. Definitely has the premium feel like we've seen throughout the rest of the shoe. I've seen a few lace swaps that I'm definitely considering. I've seen somebody do dark brown laces to match the mudguard. It looks absolutely incredible. But again, a lot of people are going to go with that mint foam colour to kind of match up with the swooshes. Let me know which one you think I should go with in the comment section down below. At the minute, I'm going to leave it as it is until you guys help me decide, because even still, the white laces is getting the job done for me. And then beneath the laces themselves, we do have more of that burlap hemp making up the tongue itself. Now at the top of the tongue, we do have mint foam accent on the Nike Air Max branding on the tongue tab. Very nice indeed. And as we then work our way onto the inside of the sock liner, now this actually feels very, very nice and soft to the touch, very nicely padded. I feel like when you look at all the hemp on the shoe and the different materials, it doesn't really give the effect of a very comfortable shoe. I was actually very surprised, but it is very soft, very nicely padded, and does feel very nice on feet as well. So of course that is a big win. And then even further inside the shoe, on the insole, we do have more of those earthy tones making up the insole itself. And again, we do see more of that mint foam colour on the Nike Air branding. And then as we do work our way back onto the outside of the shoe, just to close us out in terms of the details, when it comes to the midsole, we just have your pretty simple, basic, run-of-the-mill polyurethane midsole with that visible air unit in there towards the heel. And if you do look close at the air unit itself, again, it does feature that minty foam colour. Very, very nice indeed. Now, if we do just work our way underfoot, we have the creme de la creme, or the crepe as it were, as we do have that crepe-inspired outsole, or crepe-inspired outsole. Didn't really know what to expect, really wasn't sure if I liked it, to be completely honest, and I was kind of off-put getting this shoe because of how the outsole looks, but definitely seeing it in hand, it makes this shoe what it is for me, and I just feel like it looks absolutely incredible. It does also feel like it adds a significant weight to this shoe. It is actually a very heavy shoe, especially when you do compare it to other general Air Maxes. That could also be to do with the burlap hemp as well. It's probably a combination of a few different things. But if I was to compare this to a Patta or a Madder Root, whatever you want to call it, this definitely comes out on top in terms of feeling the heaviest. Doesn't feel too bad on feet, definitely feels absolutely fine, but it is just to the touch overall very heavy in my opinion. And then in terms of like the overall sizing for this one, I went true to size with a UK size 9. Always do the same when it comes to my Air Max 1 pickups. This doesn't feel any different, surprisingly, even though it is burlap hemp, which I kind of thought might limit the size a little bit, less give and a little bit more firm. But even still, tried these out. They feel exactly the same as any of my other Air Max 1 pickups. So if you are looking to pick these up, just go with your natural, true to size fit. And I do think that that'll be the best bet for you. And then outside of that, we've covered everything that you need to know, from materials through to sizing. So if we now just go ahead and just wrap up this video. So just to wrap up this video, so you guys can get out of here, in terms of my overall opinion on the shoe itself, to give these a rating, I'm going strong and saying these are a solid 10 out of 10. Now, of course, the shoe isn't without faults, and this shoe isn't going to be for everyone. Even my pair had QC faults like glue stains, it had a mark on the heel, or on both of the heels, I should say. But even with the issues that I saw, which are just your typical Nike issues at this point, I still think this shoe is a 10 out of 10. I think it looks absolutely incredible. From the colorway they've used, just to the overall material choices, everything about it. I think this shoe is perfect. Would have liked a slightly different box, to be honest, because, you know, it's a pretty significant release if you ask me. So the fact they just used the basic GR box kind of is what it is. And I guess considering the quantity of the actual shoe in terms of how many were released, you could call this a GR. Now, for all year, I've been calling the tree lines the GR of the year, but now I've got these in hand, I don't feel like too many people will be upset by me calling these a GR. So this is my current GR of the year from every single shoe that we've picked up. I just think this shoe is absolutely incredible. Definitely will be making my top 10 sneakers of the year at the end of the year as well. Now, I'd love to get your guys' opinion on this shoe as well, so do let me know what you think of my opinion, what you think of my rating, and let me know yours in the comment section down below. And if you have stuck around to this point in the video, as always, I just want to say a massive thank you. If you haven't already, please feel free to smash that subscribe button. Also, do make sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video, and I hope to see you all again in the next one. Peace! I can finally drink me bloody brew. I left it for so long, flipping stuck to the flipping coaster. Bloody hell.